with the class and talent of these players, they can conjure up tries from anywhere. Anything can happen. Having said that, there's no doubt the battle is going to be waged in the middle, in the trenches. It'll be physical, it'll be brutal, the collisions will be violent. We'll watch, we'll cringe at the cruelty, but it's compelling viewing. You won't be able to look away. I think this game will only play out one way. It's a simple law of the jungle. Only the strongest will survive.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, super coaches everywhere, and most importantly, and of course, war rumors. I don't know where you are. I can see you. You've twirled the lock. You've locked yourself in a room somewhere away from the missus, away from the kids. You've paused the new episode of House of Dragons, of course, to draw up your paddle plan for the second big buy round. I'm your host, Obi. I'm in the saddle with you. I'm ready to help you get there. And another man that's ready to help you get there. Let's bring him in. The big Gillhouse. Other than Millhouse, it's Gillhouse. Is everything coming up Gillhouse or what?
No, it was actually a play on words for shithouse. So I changed the shit for Gill, to be honest. So yeah, nothing's coming up Gillhouse at the moment, unfortunately for me.
I did see you wearing those cuff pants on the weekend though. So like,
which one? What ones? What was I wearing?
Pants, you rolled them up, but you do have impressive calves, and I often say get those calves out more often, dude.
Mate, if yours are calves, mine are cows, mate. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Well, the cows have come crawling home, mate. Big J Boss, apparently he's joining us soon. But how'd you go last week? Interesting round. It was like the mini buy round, if you will.
Not good. Started off by David Fafita getting ruled out, who was like a mainstay, like backing him for this week. Dom Young goes as well. So there's probably like I'd give them like at least 130 points between them. Out of my team, I scored 950, I think. So not good. Took the captaincy off Gus Bus very late and put it on AFB. I don't know what I was thinking there. AFB hit the bed a little bit for his standards. Gus Bus went and got 100. Yeah, not good. 955 I got in the end. Finally had red arrows for the first time in a long time. Dropped out of the top 40,000. So
it was it. At least it wasn't one of those weeks where there is like a really big difference between like the leader.
Yeah, it's true.
I was 1,000 on the dot.
Not bad.
You know, yeah, exactly. 1,000. You know, I think obviously losing Dom Young, losing Dave Fafita hurt, but I still had plenty of depth. Like I was easily got 17. I think I still had
I ran 17, but fucking 17 shit cunts.
Yeah, captaining fucking Garrick was my duo, and I missed the start of the game, and I turned it on. He's like, "Oh, Garrick's just come back from his HIA." I said, "Oh, thank God for that." And then he went down again. I was like, "No, he's
shit.
definitely out for the game." I'm like, "What has he got? He's on 6. Fuck off." Because I was going to do Jerome Hughes as a bit of a hot pod, then he goes out and scores 108, like kind of thing. But that's all right, brother. We rebuild.
Annoying part again is Garrick was a number for this week. People were like, "Yes, Ruben Garrick, we play in the buy round." And he's out this week. I was like, "Oh, you fucker."
Yeah. Well, see, I think I got him when he bottomed out. So I'm not like too filthy. Like, I feel sorry for those people that bought him last week. That's just a fucking top.
Oh yeah, that hurts. That hurts for him. But
because he's not only out this week, he's out next week as well. I believe. So you sort of missed 3 weeks with him or something like that. I do believe, mate. How are you looking? Obviously, round 16. There are only certain teams playing. It is ahead of Origin coming up. How are you looking? How are your players looking? And how you lining up, mate? Have you got any particular strategies that you're employing?
I'm thinking, looking at my side, I'm thinking about picking up both of those cheap fullbacks, to be honest. Papawadi and maybe Sharp this week, just so next week I should be able to get Nico Galvin for Nico. And then and then what was my other one I was thinking? Then probably just holding one of those 2 cheap fullbacks, and then when Ponga comes back, KP in for the last few rounds to hopefully get my side up. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
That's
those I don't mind. Papawadi, it's annoying you missed 130k on him or whatever, but he's looking really good actually for Manly. I don't know how long Turbo's away, but there's talk that he could come back and play centre anyway. So
Only round 18. Round 18, Turbo's supposed to be back. So they've got the bye. That's why Garrick. So you've got the shit game last week. He's missing this week. And then he's got the bye the following week. So at least he'll be coming back looking good. I don't mind that strategy from you. Like, you know, if you're a little bit behind the pack, a little bit behind where you want to be, make some pod moves. And that goes for anyone that's out there. Don't run with the pack. If you're sitting at 40 or 50,000, don't go the trade that everyone else is fucking going to go, because guess where that's going to get you? Exactly the same point for everyone. You're not making any, you're not doing anything. So I remember last year, like a few people, like I think a few of you lads went Buller from the get-go, like he's 200K. A lot of other people end up jumping on him at 400 or 500,000. If you made an extra 300-400 that no one's got, but you've got all these good scores along the way. So be smart with it. Don't be like Sarge, who's going to bring in someone like Alamotti in round 4 when he's not even playing or something like that. Shout out to the Sarge, great guy.
It actually wasn't that.
Maybe not that pot. Yeah, it actually turned out 6 games later when he got a fucking game.
Yeah.
But have a think about it, and I guess throw us those questions. Message the page if you're thinking about some pod plays. We fucking love that shit. And one man that absolutely does love that stuff is the mad scientist of Supercoach, of course, Jay Strasberg. Maybe joining us a little bit later. I
thought you were bringing him in then.
I know. I started saying it, and I'm like, oh, everyone's gonna think he's here. He'll probably fucking stand us up again, the dog shit. He's been awful for his attendance this year. Might have to go. That'll be in his off-season review as well. So
he's gonna get a breach. He's gonna get a breach notice for sure.
Yeah, fucking. That's what we call him, J Cheese Strasberg.
Because he smells. He smells. Like...
Oh yeah, he's got moldy feet. So after the old blue cheese. No, he is Gouda bloke. Dad jokes, yes.
I don't think your mic's on.
What are you talking about? This is some of my best material. Guys, if you've listened up to this point and you're waiting for something, the show does not get better than this. He's a Gouda bloke. Now, I am fucking kicking myself last week because I looked at it and I thought about it and I just said, Benny, you've committed to not making any trades, you fucking clown. But really, in hindsight, I should have gone to Lungy from the Eels. I should have done him to that cheap Broncos guy. I know Bergie was messaging us asking. I said, yeah, that's a fucking great play. Karapani, because he was bottom price dollar. He comes into this week with a negative 23. He plays 19. And I could have just cashed out because Tuolungi didn't make any money. He didn't do jack shit. So really, really could have made a move there. And it's not too bad. I just think that guy's probably going to be enough by the time a couple of those Broncos wingers comes back. So I don't mind it. What's up for Tory? Not much, my brother. Thanks for tuning in. But mate, all right. Well, let's get into it. First off, Origin teams. We won't do any fast five. What do you think? What are your thoughts there, matey?
Connor Watson, I reckon. Good to see him finally get a crack because he's probably been the best 14 running around for the last 5 or 6 years, but he's just injured all the time. But he's your perfect Mr. Fix. You could throw him on anywhere. He could play wing if he needed to. Yeah, I like that.
And ticker for days. Like that's what I love
100%.
about Connor Watson. Just go. That ever ready bunny.
I think his only downfall is like sometimes he overplays his hand. Like when he should just pass, he keeps running or looking to try and break another tackle. Or I remember that for Newcastle. A lot of times he'd make a break and you're like, pass it. Oh no, he's to run himself, or he's passed when he should have kept running. But we'll see how he goes.
He's I know he come up through the ranks as a half, but he's not really a half. Like he
doesn't really have a spot.
Struggles to make those calls, but fuck, he's lightning. He's fast. He's looking fit. And I love it scares me as a Queenslander. I like that they've at least dropped Teddy to bring in Connor Watson. Like, just don't select don't look at my Supercoach team either. Just don't select heaps of Sydney Roosters, and Queensland should just keep winning. It's a recipe for success, mate. I also like David Fafita not even making the 20-man squad. It means that he's probably safe in our teams. He can cuddle into that spot.
That's lovely. And good to see Latrell. He does he still do a pod with Ponga? Actually, Just had a question here from Jason Phillips. Does Watson still do a pod with Ponga? I don't think so, because I think he's moved away. They used to live together.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
Still,
it wasn't bad chat there. It was all right. It wasn't the greatest pod ever.
You would have listened to it, old Knights, boy.
It wasn't as good as the fucking War Room. I know that much.
Yes. Listening to fucking Kalen's voice as you jack off to a photo of him.
Bit of ASMR.
Yeah, nothing wrong with
Nice
that, brother. No, look, Hargraves wasn't my easiest wank, but hey, I've been there. I think they're still great mates. So I did see Kalen share the post of Watson getting selected on his Instagram. So they're still boys, and Connor Watson, he is a great bloke, friend of the show. Maybe not friend of the show.
Well, he's not an enemy. He's definitely not an enemy of the show. So
no, and he's a chooky through and through. He just keeps signing for 150 grand a year. And I'm like, man, I've got a lot of time for those blokes. Yeah. Couple of cars, nice penthouse at Rose Bay, by the way.
Lovely.
Mate, let's have a look at most traded in, most traded out. Guys, we won't keep you too long tonight. We'll be pretty short, sharp. If you do have questions and you are on the Facebook Live, throw your questions in there. Of course, as always, on Facebook, on Instagram, like us, NRL Supercoach War Room. We are there. The guys, we love answering your questions. I know I get a few messages each and every week. Love talking to some of the War Rumors. So, mate, first off on the traded out list, Gil, we've got David Armstrong. Obviously, Fletcher Sharp's got that spot. Armstrong, he's still coming in at 451K. Makes a lot of sense to be the most traded out. Would you agree?
Yep, this is Armstrong's week to go, I think.
Yeah, he's got to go. Scotty Drinkwater on at number 2. Is there what do you think of that? And is there a world where you can keep Scotty Drinkbloke?
Scotty Drinkwater scored the most points out of any player this year, I saw, but he's just played every game because Cowboys haven't had a bye. But that again, Cowboys finally got a bye. Tedesco not playing Origin makes sense. Drinkwater to Tedesco. I can understand it, to be honest.
Yeah. I think so. It was actually I've done that exact trade, Drinkwater to Teddy, and it was a little bit of a sad moment. Like I've had Drinky right from the start. He's been like that stalwart, that pillar of my fullbacks, and I've had him right from the start. So. Look, it is sad to go. He has certainly done a job for me, though. But got the bye this week, comes into Panthers. He's got Manly in round 18. He's got 19 off. Comes in playing the Bulldogs, which aren't the easy beat, into the Sharks. Then 22 got the Tigers into Broncos. Yeah, like it just Cowboys have a bit of a hard run home. And mate, I don't know if he's on the most traded out list, but while we're talking about Scott Drinkwater, I do want to get your thoughts, your views, your opinions, and your feelings, of course. Valentine Holmes. Is that someone that you may consider trading out, or is that someone that you just think, look, you've got him, you just hold him, kicks goals, plays in a reasonably good team, plenty of points in them? What do you think?
Well, just because the Cowboys, this is their first bye, so every team gets 3. I'd have to look at where Val's next buys are. Does he miss games that he should be playing, sort of thing? But I mean, it's
Origin as well, so he's going to miss 16, miss 19 anyway, which are the 2 of the Cowboys' buys.
Yep.
They play 17, they play 18. They don't play 19, and I think that's their buys done, mate. So I could. I mean, depending round 25, they've got a buy. You're 100% right.
What's that? That's the prelim finals for Supercoach, I suppose. I mean, at 721, depending on how your side looks, he is a player you could cash out on at 721 because I don't think Val gets any higher than that. He's got a few hundreds this year. I don't know. That's a tough one. That is a tough one for owners if you've got Val Holmes. But I think overall trade. Yeah. I think what did fantasy do it differently? Don't they? Don't fantasy run it where
they do? They do.
Yeah,
and they do it worse. So I got a couple.
It's shit.
They tried to get me on the fantasy team, and I'm making this team. I'm like, why are all of these players like priced the same? Like they've got like tiers, like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. I'm like, why is someone that's played like 3 NRL seasons prices the same as a fucking cheapie? I don't get it. Like I know he's shit, but I don't get it. Like, what is the reason? Like, what is the reason? Here's Dane Grant with another fantastic take, most likely wrong. Let's have a little read. New South Wales win by 86 in Melbourne. Cleary back for game 3 and put 98. Mate, are you talking about Are you talking about collectively over the next 3 years,
Yeah.
starting from next year, Dano? Like that 98 on Queensland? 98 on Queensland at Suncorp. What are you on? And my follow-up question is, brother, do you have any to share? Because I'm interested. So
they'll be lucky to make 98 meters at Suncorp, let alone 98 points, bro.
98 meters will be Jake Turbo's like total run meters for the whole series. By the end of
from 27 runs.
If he isn't dropped, yeah, about that. No offloads. Now, mate, Blaze Talungi, he's number 3 on the most traded out list. He has done his job. He's still at 7% ownership or something like that. I think I'm having a look at it. If I'm looking at the right thing here, probably not. He's in 34% of teams. 7% of those have traded him out. I know he plays around 19, but is it? And he's got a starting spot at the moment, but is it time to go? The Blazer.
Yeah. I think it's time to extinguish the blaze. If Saggy was on, he'd tell us all about doing that. But yeah, BE of 86 by this week. See you later, Blaze. I think if you've got him in your team.
Good chat. Be careful about the hairline, Dano. I'm going a bit thin on top up here, mate. The start is solid though. Yeah, he is my. I'm cashing out. I'm cashing out this week. I'm cashing out. And a bloke that won't cash out in his off-season review. Here he is, the mad scientist, a super coach, the Dirty Dom.
He's made
it. Fantastic. You're our Kurt Capewell.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
My movies are similar to Kurt. I'll give you that. Like, we're in the same vein.
I was just referring to your love of glory holes, to be fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What else are we talking about, baby? Let's go.
I knew you used to like rabbits for a reason. Glory. Now, how did you go last week, Jay? Did we just talk about most traded in, most traded out? Shoot the shit as we do. How'd you go last week, brother?
I don't think it was too bad. I just got 1,070 or something like that. I thought I'd do better than I did. I only went up like 600 spots, so sitting around 35,000. But thinking I might enter the slipstream any day now and just start cruising home. Interesting enough, Gilly, Sag, and myself all got 200 points between us. You're obviously anchoring the team up front there, but us three are in a little battle for second place at the moment, which is starting to heat up. So that's kind of bit of motivation there. So
makes it run home a little bit funner for you guys.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Which is good. And in the meantime, just keep your advice coming to help me reach the top 1,000 and beyond. And I will keep ignoring it. So ideal chat. No. I do actually value the different thoughts and the different thought processes. You guys definitely do help me. Fucking Latrell. What about Latrell getting picked for Origin? So he misses this. He misses 16. He won't back up because you know it's Latrell. He never backs up. He doesn't have a bit of ticker in his body. I'm pretty sure they've got. Oh, he does play round 18, but then he misses round 19 and round 20. I'm like, oh. If you have traded in Latrell, I'll put this one to you, gentlemen. I'll give you the actual stats, how it sits. So obviously misses this week 16, right? Misses 17, so doesn't back up. They've got to buy anyway. Will play 18 against Parramatta. Will miss 19 if he's reselected. Probably won't back up to come to the Tigers. Is he now at 870K? Is he a trade-out target?
2 weeks. It'd be tough to trade him out. Be pretty luxury of you, but I can see it happening. I don't know. Like, he's only going to be playing centers. He has a bit of a point to prove. I wouldn't be so sure he sits out the Tigers game. It is on a Saturday. It is Tigers, though, so yeah, maybe. But yeah, it is a decision to make, and it's why you and I spoke about this briefly when we were at the races, and that's why I wasn't going in, because I was almost certain he was going to get picked for Origin. I didn't think they had too many choices left in the pool. And obviously, I probably would have rather bring him in, to be honest. You've got 150 and I think 80 or something out of him last week, so definitely not bad. You can't be angry with it. So it's a good position to be in for those that have him, and good on you for doing it. So it's a big risk, and use that spark.
No bad little comment from Dane Grant here. He'll be backing up like Joe Siege on the dance floor. Too seen. Obviously, poor Saggy. He is off for some sad reasons. I'm sure we'll cover them next week.
Bereavement leave.
Yeah, he's on bereavement leave. We did try and get him on because we know Sag's got some good form after a funeral. But what was the exact phrase that he used, gentlemen? Not something I'd heard. He's a bit Larry lit, he reckons.
A bit Larry lit.
Larry lit. Which wasn't too bad. All right, so that's Latrell getting that one out and over. Ruben Garrick, he is on the most traded out. Obviously, he's also got the buy in round 17. I can definitely understand 5.8% of owners rage trading if they bought him in last week. This is also a good chat from Dano. Love having Dano on. He's like, oh fuck, now I feel bad because Sag's at a funeral. He's talking about his mum. Yeah. We will take
the same.
We'll take a written apology post on the War Room page addressed to one Joshua Plunchbox Siege. That is acceptable. No problem.
Or Larry Lit.
Ruben Garrick, gentlemen, traded out. I think this is maybe silly. What are your thoughts on it?
Silly.
I don't know. Depends your numbers for 19. I kind of need him for 19, so I'll probably keep him. But you're missing him, 16, 17, and do Manly have a buy, and 23. So you're going to miss him 3 rounds to end the season at least. If you're, and a lot of people's center wings are stacked, so I can see where you're going with. Look, to be fair, if you're flush for numbers on 19, which a lot of people aren't, but if you are, then fuck it, why not? I don't think it's a bad idea at all. He's obviously going to plummet a bit of cash. Manly is so up and down. I'm probably going to hold, but yeah, not against it.
Of the same breath, Jay, just because we didn't get your opinion on this one, is Val Holmes a hold or is Val Holmes trade?
If we kept him this long, he's probably a hold. I'd have to check no, Cowboys got a lot of buys coming up.
They've got 3 buys coming up and not the easiest run. So I'll read it out for you right here. Fastest on the mouse in the South. He's got, so buy this week, he's got Panthers 17, Manly in 18, buy in 19, then comes back Bulldogs, Sharks, Tigers, Broncos, like kind of thing.
Same boat, really. It depends how flush you are. You don't get him for 19. He is probably the best center winger that has been, I guess, this year. I would have to check numbers, but he's pretty consistent for a Cowboys.
On total points, he is beating Zach Lomax by 9 points on my mystery board.
I don't mind getting rid of him though. With all the buys coming up, you can definitely. There's a lot of good center wing options out there.
A couple of good opportunities to do a bit of zigging rather than zagging, which is what this podcast is all about: identifying these opportunities to you. Kai Pearce-Paul, also number 5th on the most traded out, gentlemen. What do we think of that?
I flicked him last week. Yeah, I flicked him last week. When he got ruled out late, so I think probably time to go. He was a player for 19, but I don't know. He's not. I don't think his average is high enough to keep like for 19. You know what I mean? Like you might get yourself a 55, but
I tried to keep him for. So I tried to flick him last week for Fafita, but then Fafita got ruled out, so I just reversed the trade. Saved that one.
Nice.
Yeah, it's on the agenda again this week, possibly. I don't know. I wouldn't mind having him for 19, to be honest. I know it might only be 50, 60 points, but with the way, like you, Sag, and I are only 200 points between us, that 50, 60 points could be very handy in a 3-man battle. So, yet again, it's another one you can go either way with. If you're going him to Fafita, for example, I can see that. If you're going him to someone that's going to, maybe their medium's 50, 60. It might just be a bit of a sideways trade. So it really depends what you're aiming for. Who did you flick him for?
I flicked him last week. I was thinking Okolatu, but then I was like, high BE probably gets picked for Origin. And then he went out and brained it. And then I'm like, oof. But then I got Victor Radley, who went pretty shit, but player for this week. So that was what I was more looking at. It was pretty sideways when I think about it. Pommy for Pommy, average about the same, but it just gave me another player for this week and for last week as well.
Yeah, fair. Obi, question for you. How have you liked bringing Radley in? I know you're a Roosters man. Has he hit the heights you thought he would?
No, unfortunately not. It was looking promising. Like we started to like, it looked like we were going that way, but fucking the Chooks, man, we just keep getting hit by injuries, unfortunately. So we got to reshuffle our whole backline. We haven't had a full backline in fucking weeks, basically since I bought Radley in, unfortunately. Look, he hasn't gone too bad. Basically what he was my placeholder to get Angus back in, right? But got him in. He scored 96, 42, 47, sort of thing. So one's good score there. But I was just expecting to see a few more short balls from Sam Walker. I thought we'd be peppering that right side. And last week I was like, all right, hold on. Rads might be on here because we were going mainly right side, going Manu. And then Dan Tupou scored that try off the scrum, like untouched. And then we just went left the rest of the game. Like we didn't even give Manu. I think Manu scored a total 3 super coach points in the second half, which is fucking nuts.
I'll tell you who fucked this, and not you guys particularly with me, but Dylan Edwards tweaking that Hemi before Origin 1, meaning that Tedesco had to backflip that trade and bring in Manu for like a combined 2-week score of like 60 points, one of them as my captain. Oh, boy. No, he got him captain twice, I think, now. Oh, boy, he's fucked me twice. He loves it. But Roosters got a really good run home, so confident that he's going to bounce back. I've got a few stocks in that Roosters back line.
Yeah, that's it. And that's why I don't I am bringing in Teddy for Drinkwater this week, but I don't feel too bad about it. Like especially like 17, 18 is just pure juice. West Tigers into Dragons. Like, thanks for fucking coming. That's gonna be a fun own. But no, it might be Radley's time to go. Maybe next week. I think like either a Nakora or maybe an Olakwatu is on my cards. See if he is going to back up. I don't know. Do you guys have a strategy for 19? How are you looking for players for 19?
What are you going, Gil?
I'm just taking it week by week at the moment, to be honest. But 19, what have I got for 19? I had enough numbers when I last checked.
So my players so far, looking at it, I got Damien Cook, Kai Pearce-Paul, Brendan Pecora, Nico Hines, Galvin, Mulitalo, Garrick, Kula, and Iro. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm a little short. Haven't made no trades this week at all. Fafita is in my crosshairs to possibly bring in. And another person I tossed up bringing in last week, but I didn't pull the trigger. So I was asking the questions about Galvin, if we think he'll come back in, which he has. But I was thinking of bringing in Jaden Campbell, the gamble on Campbell. So, but yeah, he's looking pretty fresh. So I'm considering maybe trying to bring both of them two in. And then after the Origin, flick out freaking either Campbell or Galvin or Wishart, probably one of them, probably Wishart actually, flick him out for a top range fullback. So it's sort of my game plan there. If I bring in those two this week, like Fafita and that, Fafita would be iffy because I'd maybe play Origin 3, but if I bring in those three, that automatically gives me 11 for 13 before trade. So then I'm in a good spot to get 13 players. Got 19 as well.
At the moment, it's saying I've got 17 out of 25, but that probably includes Gus Bus. So that'll take me down to 16. I don't think I have any other Origin players.
For 19?
Yeah. Because I've got a fair few. It says I've got 17.
Jeez. No, Gus, the Roosters aren't playing 19.
Oh, well, yeah.
That would have been included.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I got Marshall King for Noah Blake. Well, hold on. Let's...
Warriors aren't playing 19 either. You'd be on the wrong one, brother.
No. Well, no, I've got Hands, Marshall King, DeBellin, Fafita, Connolly, Bryce Cartwright, Dylan Brown, Galvin, Cody Walker, Garrick, Jacob Gagai, Brian Kelly, Iro, Mulitalo, Gagai, Sharp, and then Hopalati.
Yeah, you got a heap, actually. That is massive.
Yeah. Man, I'm all about buy planning.
Man, set. I might have to start getting my buy for 19 to stay in touch. Let's go. What are you looking for 19 O's?
I am coming in with 9. Obviously, the troll being named has dropped me 1, unfortunately, which is a bit dog. But it's okay. Like my strategy is that I'll probably grab someone like a Nakora next week, I think, because Olakuatu probably won't play. And then I'm just kind of going to wait, and I am going to go probably for 19. I'm going to get in Hines. I'm going to get in Mulatalo, and I might get in a Dragons player. But in between that, any trades that I do will basically just be just nuffing out a couple of players, and it's right. So I kind of come into 19, got a nice war chest built, and that war chest, is to help me regain my run home team. By my maths, I should have, if I get the team that I kind of want, that I've kind of penciled in, I should have about 4 trades left, from round 23 onwards, round 23, 24 onwards. So, yeah. And
how many
that's
trades you got, Oaks? Because I know you were saving more than the rest of us.
yeah, no,
Because
well,
you-
not really. 16 after using 2 this week.
Yeah, so you got 18 coming into this week. I think the rest of us got what, 15? I got 15 coming this week. Gilly's down like 3 trades.
Buddy, no. If I use 2, I've got 12 to start this week. I'm using 2 at the
So
moment.
you're only just in front of us, 3 in front of us. I think Saggy's the same as me. I think he's on 15. So you still got 3 up your sleeve ahead of us, which is a good little
And 3 boosts, boys. That's the real wild card for the run home. Like there might be a couple of players that people want to bring in, or there might be that 1 week play that looks pretty good, and I'm just going to be like, how everyone else is fucked with injuries. Bang!
Yeah, see, you'd almost be advantageous if you can somehow come into that last 3 weeks with 8 trades sort of up your sleeve or something. It might be impossible to do, but if you can somehow work your team to still be around that 3,000 rank mark, doing 1 to 3,000 rank, and you have 8 trades, a couple of boosts up your sleeve. The last couple of years, last couple of rounds have been smashed with people getting pulled, and you could make up some massive numbers if the people at the top end haven't got boosts.
Well, that's why I've got 9 at the moment. I will have 10 if I trade in Nakora next week, which I probably will do just to strengthen my second rows.
And then he's an ending player anyway, so
that's it. 1 for 19, and then that's why I'm just really going to sit on my hands because I don't want to go too crazy and bring in a Maxi Plath, a Sarko, and then in 18 they get fucking injured. They're not there for 19, which is the only reason I bought them in anyway. So I'm just going to be really, really patient. I'm really confident with my team in 17, 18. I've got 16 players playing this week. I think I've got 17 now with Teddy coming in. So I'm really confident in the next 3 weeks. I shouldn't need any. I've got 300. I've nuffed out Blaze to Lungy just to go from Drinkwater to Teddy, but that leaves me 300k sitting in the kitty as well for a few moves. So should be pretty good. I'm probably just going to keep Radley there, but I'll probably do Nafua White next week to Nakora via Jules because he's in the front row forward. And guys, the big news. I know Sag, you're listening. Sag, if you are listening, brother, Ruben Cotter, as it sits, averaging 60.1. And almost through his Origin affected game. So $100 coming to Benny at the moment, looking good. Haven't forgotten that one. Season long, keep it, baby. Anyway, all right, gents, back on track. Now, most traded out. Let's finish this off. We've got Latrell Mitchell. We've talked a little bit about him. Gilly, number 7, your boy, Jack DeBellin, as is being traded out by 2% of owners. Surely you just hold him for 19. Is that
coming off a shit score, old JDB. Don't know what happened on the weekend. But I hold through till 19. He's I think he's one of the 4 players that I've still got for my original team. So well done, JDB. You've held your spot.
Nice.
Awesome. And War Rumors, if you are watching, if you do have questions, pop them in the chat, pop in the comments below. I will circle back to them when we get to the questions part of the pod. So pop your questions in there, guys. That's what we're here for, to help you solve those conundrums. Now, Lockie Galvin, number 8, most traded out. Give me your thoughts on that.
Strange this week.
Yeah.
Sorry, strange this week. I thought last week you definitely would be the you're going to do it, and probably you think he wasn't coming back in. But does it say who he's going to?
No, not really. I haven't had a look too much of the traded in. Let's have a look who's in the halves.
Because he can only go to 5'8".
Jerome Hughes at number 2,
okay.
traded in. Jaden Campbell at number 7. So it looks like a few people are taking the gamble.
Maybe Cody Walker as well. I've heard a bit of shit around him.
Well, he was the one last week. What did he end up coming? Because I was death riding him last week. I said it was a fucking horrible trade. Did he actually end up going all right, or he didn't look too
51.
bad?
51.
51. Yeah, good trade. It's fucking
Not great. Mate, he actually looked better than a 51, but to be honest, I thought he played better than that.
He did. He actually come out and like set out the first 3 tries, but then
Yeah.
South were horrible in the second half. I'm like, well, that's the South we know and love. Like, but fuck, when Broncos even worse. Oh god.
So Lockie Galvin's pulled out a 28 and a 35. Outside of that, he hasn't gone under 45 all season. He's got a 90 in there, a 79 in there, a 72 in there, 66 in there. And this is a guy that's apparently been playing needled up for a few weeks as well. So, I don't know, man. Like I was saying to you guys earlier in the year, similar to Iro, they're just so consistent. I wouldn't say they're my 17, but they're definitely, if I get injuries later in the season, all right, I'll throw Lockie Galvin in. I have no problems. I'll throw Iro in.
Yeah, I'm just keeping him there as like a nice little nuff option. Like, do you know what I mean? That's going to be some nice cash. He plays 19. I also don't see it, Jay. Good chat. All right, Liam Henry number 9 and Dylan Edwards number 10. Fucking Liam Henry got up to 517.
How good was it at the start of the year? Because I wanted to use an AE, I dropped Liam Henry for Thomas McHaley, and then I didn't end up using the AE anyway. I went away from it. It was a pretty smart move. So Thomas McHaley currently on 257k, probably break even 600 on my luck. Liam Henry is up to 500,000.
Yeah, also scored 76 in round 13. Fuck, that would have been good. That's all right. Dylan Edwards, well, he's been selected for Origin, so that one makes plenty of sense. Let's have a look at the traded in, gents. James Tedesco is the number 1 traded in player this week. How do we feel about this? I'm getting him. Is anyone else getting him?
Gilly, you go first.
I consider it good chance I'll end up with Tedesco by the end of the week. Though it's only Tuesday, I normally make about 1,000 trades by the time we get to Thursday. But yeah, good chance of Tedesco in.
The old Super Ted.
That would bring me up to 6 Roosters, 3 in the back line.
Only 6, bruh. Those are rookie numbers.
Shit.
3,
I do want to get rid of Drinkwater.
5,
Yeah,
6, 7. Yeah. You need to get rid of Radley in your life as well, bro. He's
a rat.
Who lied that you don't got Crichton at the moment? You haven't got him.
Have you got no, I don't have Crichton, but I've got New White.
Yeah, same. So Crichton, I got Crichton, you got Radley, and you got Teddy's the only one over me. So obviously great minds. But I really want to bring him in. Roosters have a really good run.
So, mate, stop flogging a dead horse. He said he was going to be shit at the start of the season. Oh, turns out best fullback in the game. Said he was never going to be picked for Origin. Who plays Origin 1? Oh, now he's awful again. Well, watch him fucking get 130 as my captain this week, Sarge.
Sarge has got Sarge is an idiot. I love you, Sarge, but you're an idiot. But the Bulldogs apparently have the second best defense from the numbers point of view in the game. What I think may counter that a little bit is that the Dogs fucked them last game, and all that shit happened with Dom Young and all that. So I reckon the Roosters might be out for a bit of fucking redemption in this game. And
I'll take your second best defense in the competition. And I'll play my trump card, which is the Sydney Roosters, the greatest attacking team in the competition. We know first attack beats second best defense every day of the week, brah. Unless you're the dark magician and you're pulling out.
You pull out magical hats, you're in trouble. I do think Roosters will be out for a bit of redemption, so I'm definitely going to be throwing my C on a Rooster. Maybe I'm going to go Dirty Dom. -15 last time against the Bulldogs. He owes me, even though I captained him for that 150 that time to beat Sag. Legendary stuff. But
Who will he be? Who will he be? Who will they be running up against? Is that like Carraz's side or?
No, Addo Carr's side. So
Perfect.
is that
He's
a
still not
Carrion?
back.
Oh, then it might be Crowds over the left. No, Crowds are playing centers, so either way, Crime's not in there, so their centers are going to be in trouble. So I think, I think they're going to be running the other side because left side is that guy who come back from the Peds who's banging the fucking fitness instructor. Forgot his name, but he's playing left with that O'Connor.
Jerry.
Oh,
yeah.
you're talking about Helen.
Helen.
Yeah, I think it'd be. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it might be. No, who knows the way they fucking do the team. Anyway, moving on. Players most traded in. Next, number 2, Jerome Hughes. Jay, your boy. Do you like Hughes as a trade in?
Bro. Like, what's he up to now? 740. Oh, not a big fan of trading in that high, but fuck, he's playing some good footy. You and I brought him in the same week, I'm pretty sure. And since then, I think he's gone back-to-back hundreds for us.
He's been great, bro. He's been great. Great buy.
Looking good.
117, 108. But this is what I love the most. Like, got weekend Dolphins this week, 16. Fantastic. But then it is up here at Suncorp Stadium, unfortunately, but that's all right. The Melbourne boys, they
love Suncorp.
And and then we've got Canberra in 17. We've got West Tigers in 18. And in round 19, it will be a nice, juicy little to Nico Hines. We might even make some fucking money on that trade there, brother. Thanks for going. So I'm here for it. Perfect. I'd probably rather keep Jerome Hughes than Sam Walker, but we'll see. We'll see how.
I don't mind the trade in on that. He's got a 17 break even. It's a good few matches, so yeah, definitely can see why people. Bluffing's looking really good. Him and Katoa, such a good combination happening. Tell you what, Storm aren't looking too bad considering we're missing the troops. Bill Puffy back this week. Any love for the pup star?
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Same as the start of the season. I just want to wait and watch and see and love him again. Just want to have a couple of. I just want to have a couple of like faps when I don't have skin in the game to that mullet like flowing.
Faps over paps, bro.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though. Tell you what, when it gets to Friday and I just see a picture of a little puppy coming up on my screen, I don't know if I can resist just hitting that trade button, maybe straight in. Got it. Fuck. But probably won't, but would love to do it. Love it that he's back. I do got Folongo though, so I wouldn't mind a few tries out to that wing. And
on the wing. Love that he keeps his spot.
Let's go. Needed.
Over to you, Gil. You are a big fan of the Hopawati and not just the big pointer finger from your missus.
Yeah. Mate, the Barracuda without 2 fingers, bro. It's a fucking great move.
Hello. That's better than coffee in the morning there, brother. What do you think? What are you seeing from Hopawati you like?
I reckon he looks very good. Spiders on him. Nicely priced. Manly play this week. I've heard a bit of chatter that Turbo's going to go back to the centres when he comes back. So, no, that's deadly. I reckon Manly are more dangerous if they've just got Turbo parked out on one side and you can just feed it out to him. Keep Hawaii at number 1.
Could be a masterstroke. I don't mind it. Obviously, Ellie Katoa at number 4, most traded in. Does not surprise anyone. Does everyone own him in here?
No.
Do you? Who do you drop if you put Turbo back in? Do you drop the winger and put Cool out to the winger? Like, do you drop it to Lau? You're not going to drop Saab, I don't think. You're not dropping Garrick. So I'm assuming you're going to put him left.
It'd be Talau. I'd say you probably put Garrick outside Tommy Turbo, back on that same wing.
Cool. Goes back to the right center.
That'd be a strong left side, like Turbo.
Left side, strong side. That's
they might even have to. They might even have to do what Rabbits did to Kaloa and like move like Olaquatu over that side as well. Oh, that would be jazz.
Cherry needs him on that right. Cherry feeds him. Cherry gives him.
What about this guy? Out of nowhere as well, Ruben Porter is checking in on the most traded in list at the moment. He's got a starting spot. He's playing for the Tigers at 204,300. Is this the nuff that we've been begging for and that we need, gentlemen? Is this the nuff? He's got a great first name, Ruben. He's played 2 games. He's played 20 minutes for 17 points in round 14. He's played 70 minutes for 45 points. So he's got the ticker about him. He's played 70 minutes last week against the Gold Coast. 204,300, and he comes into this week with a 5 break even. Is there any interest in Big Rubes?
What's the What's the go with Isaiah and that other English idiot that's
Bateman
made his bitch? Yeah. What's the go with those two? Are they short term, long term? Does anyone know?
Oh, Bateman
and Isaiah Papali'i.
Not sure. Fattori might know about that.
Tigers fans, tune in. Well, what would you do? At the moment, I've chosen enough that obviously has the duel of center wing and second row forward. Would you go a Ruben Porter just mainly for an extra 19 number? Here we go. Clandestine agents, long term, you reckon?
Papali's round 22, and John Bateman is PEC TBC, according to our good friends at NRL.com. And Vittoria gives us long term, and that's all I need to hear. When the New Zealand man speaks, I listen. And that, not bad at all. Means he should play 19 at least. And yeah, maybe I might do that this week. Just drop one of my second rowers down to him. Maybe a Lukey, although he's got a bit more cash to make. Might have to look at that a bit close. I wouldn't mind if you fucking had a front row duel about him.
Oh, that would be straight in if he had a duel for me. I like my nuffs to have their duels, I'll tell you. And I like them also to be solid nuffs. Knowing Tigers will probably fucking be an A nightmare for the rest of the year. But no, don't honestly mind him. Adam Fanua Blake at number 7. I think that makes sense. Plays this round. Looking for a full program. Yeah.
I don't mind it if he's like your long-term option, but me personally, I'm looking for 19s if I'm making big moves this week with that sort of stuff.
Dave Fafita, Jay, I know you almost traded him in last week. Reverse that trade. Mate, is Dave Fafita making his way into your team? How are you feeling about it?
Oh, I'm and ahhing this all day. So here's my thing. I don't think his origin days are done this year. In 2024,
Mate, what are you talking about?
I think he's done.
Well in the team. They've called up fucking Trent Liero from the Storm to round out the 20th thing. As far as I'm not saying for future, but I am saying for as far as 2024, there's got to be some big injuries, mainly to your main boy Trent Liero, if David Fafita wants a spot in it.
Dave's been there. He doesn't mean to be in the 18, 19, 20. That's for players Billy's given experience to. Hence, do you know how Liero got the spot? He happened to be sitting beside Coates when Coates got the call, and Billy's like, "Hey, Liero, you just want to come and join the squad for a week?"
You got any mates? You got any mates that are keen to have a run?
Wait, Coach, you got any mates in the room? Yeah, bro, I'll come. That's how he got in the squad, bro.
I heard they were live streaming, like, because Xavier obviously like makes all those great facials when he gets scared and stuff. They're like, "Oh, this will be good." He'll be like, he'll get excited, and then like, oh, and then Billy's like, "Oh, I haven't said hello to Trent for a while." And then
hey, Trent,
he's like, "I'm in, get it." Billy's like, "Oh, fucking hell, 360's gonna have a fucking."
All I'm saying is if New South Wales do the impossible and bully us, and we need a little bit of that X factor in game 3, Someone might get on the blower to old Davey Fee and be like, get on the bench, son. Get out there for 30 minutes of David Fafita ripping and a tearing at Suncorp in Game 3. It's the story of legends, and I can just see it.
All right, and I'll tell you what's really going to happen. War Rumors, get Dave Fafita in if you haven't got him immediately, if not sooner. He's not playing Origin, and you need a fucking big piece in your team. All right.
Let's put a bet on him. He's in.
Yes, I will put a bet on that, and a very fucking confident one. Name your price. I will match it. All right, rounding out and then we'll get to captains and trades, gents. Rounding out I've got Jermaine Asako at number 9 and Jaden Campbell at number 10. Most traded out. Gilly, I will throw to you, mate. Who are you trading in this week? What trades are you doing? What's coming out of the mind of a madman over there?
Well, I know Blaze Lungy and David Armstrong, they're both going. I've just got to work out who I'm bringing in. Hopewadi's going to be one of them. Do I pull the trigger and go Teddy, or do I just build a war chest up and get Sharp, and then for next week flick Galvin off to Nico? So I'll mull over that during the week, but I'm definitely trading those two out.
I was looking at Nico and getting in early. So you don't know? Okay, play on. All good. My points are more my team dependent. All good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, I'd even wait maybe another week on Nico with that massive BE, and then.
Yeah, well, the reason I was going to say something is I've got Hughes and I've got Walker. Both have phenomenal matchups in 17-18 with some like fucking piece of shit teams. So I was like, oh, can I trade out Hines for this one? But I think, Hughes or Walker to him in 19 will be very nice. Probably semi Walker, to be fair. Yeah. Cool. Not bad trades, I guess. Obviously, Sharp will play 19 for you, won't he? Both of those will play 19 for you.
Yeah, you think so? Yeah.
Is Sharp just fullback only?
Yeah, that's the killer.
So, do you have Sharp and Hopewadi?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking about going.
Gil, can I get your opinion on my trades, gents? I'll just jump in here because I'm just about to ask Gilly about my nuff, essentially, that I'm bringing in. James Tedesco to Drinkwater. Sad to see goodbye to Drinkwater, but James Tedesco, he is unrivaled and unarguably the best fullback in the game, both of Supercoach and NRL. He will be wearing the captain armband for me this week, and I, for one, am excited about it. He's back. He is back home. I said, Teddy, welcome home, my friend. It's nice to be home. It's great to have you back around family, around loved ones. And this is, this is where you started to flourish. This is where you.
Yeah, we'll just mute him for a bit, eh?
How are you the host? No one should be able to mute me. Anyway, all right. Over to my question. I'll hop off Teddy's stick for now. Mate, Jed Cartwright is the person that I have nuffed to a
yeah, good idea, because he signed for that overseas club, I'm fairly sure.
Yeah. Well, do you think he gets a run in 19? Do you think is there any?
No, chance? I'm fairly sure he's already gone.
Oh, ideal.
He's on the plane, baby.
Yeah,
there you go. That is my first declare of one of the nuffs of the 2024 season. He is dual available in center wing and second row. You will have to pay an extra 10K more than bottom price dollar, but for a dual, it's worth it. And the best dual in the game, baby. Second row, center wing. Jed Cartwright. You at the Cardi party? I'm there. I've got my tickets to the Cardi party.
Pretty sure that's his cousin too. That's his cousin as well.
So those are my two trades for the week. There is no need to do 3 for me. I will 17 players this week. I will leave it there and save some for the run home. Strasburno, what are you doing, brother?
Rich boy with the extra 10K splurge. I like it.
I thought long and hard about it.
Rich boy. Must have won the casino last weekend, baby.
Oh no, yeah, geez, I wish I'd won there. I'd spend an extra 30. If there was someone that was like 247, I'd probably rather. But anyway, I've been in that situation a couple of times. Like I've literally been short of wanting to do the trade like 500K or 1K like multiple times this season. So I definitely did give it some thought. But yeah, what are you doing, Strauss?
I heavily considered not trading this week. I've got 15 trades left, 300k in the bank. I do already have like 14 or 15 players this week playing. DWZ's been ruled out, so I'm kind of thinking I might move on from him. He's only on 488,000, but he's just too up and down. So I'm maybe thinking of going him to a Jaden Campbell. Gives me an extra player this week, extra player in 19 as well. And then I can just choose two of him, Galvin Wishart, to probably end my 5/8. I don't know if I'm going to really jump on anyone else with 5/8. So I'm probably just going to do that. I don't think I'm going to get Fafita. He's going to play Origin 3. I'll offer you 1 to 5 on that if you want to have a bet.
Done. $50.
That means you have to give me $250 if he plays.
Jay still owes me 300 grand from last year when he told me he's 600 to 1 for Ponga to win the Dally M, and I said, all right, I'll put 500 on it. So I don't go to Jay. There's a recording of that, right?
Get the audio, baby. Get the audio, and I will not listen to it. But yeah, that's probably my only trade I'm looking at. I don't want to do too many trades. Might go the Nuff City to Porter actually, but yeah, outside that, I'm just going to try and hold some trades. Come strong in those last few rounds.
I don't mind the Campbell play. Like, he's not anything that I'm like, getting super excited about, but I like that he has that ceiling there. So in one of these bye weeks of the 16 or the 19, it could be a big difference maker for you to make that jump, mate. So but not the worst. Love that he's also available in fullback. I love a fucking good duel. Like duels, they turn me on. Now, gents, vice captain and captain options this week. Who are you going? Who are you locking in?
Easy.
Also, shout out Jay. Surely you still got him. Shout out to the GOAT, Danny Levi. Hasn't left my team. He's back, baby.
Yeah. Actually, when Gil said before who was in his team since round 1, I've actually got Levi, Tamalolo doing a strong for the boys, Michaeli doing a strong for the boys. That's 3 of the best. Morgan Smithies. 4.
Yo.
This one might interest you. Nico Hines hasn't left my squad. I was trying to think of it before. I don't think he's left my squad all year. And outside of that, that is it on my team of people that left my squad. Filthy, the Dirty Dom left my squad.
Mine were Hughes, Marshall King, DeBellin, and Jacob Gagai. Not bad.
The Bellin's a good hold.
Yeah, it was sad to trade out. It was sad to trade out Drinky, but I'd had Drinky, Danny Levi, Coruscant, and my main man Ruben Cotter. Oh,
yeah, Ruben's been a good one.
How could I forget this guy? Because fuck, he just keeps he keeps making me firmer. Both.
Big
He's actually been a really good hold.
Yeah. I was so close to trading him out in like round 4 or 5. I was like, oh fuck, he can sit there and get another 45. And then he just starts pumping out 70. I was like, yes, keep me out of the center wings. But yeah, who you captaining?
Easy vice captain this week for me will be Jerome Hughes. And easy captain choice is Dirty Dom Redemption Season. It's redemption season, baby. And if I was a dog, I'd be staying in the doghouse this weekend because there's gonna be some fucking massacres going on. Dirty Dom's gonna be popping off.
I like it, Gil.
I think I'm going to VC Fifi and then put the CU. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Dirty Dom as well, or maybe he did it for me last buy round. Sammy Walker, I'll put it possibly. He likes those.
Do I dare follow you in on Dirty Dom?
Yeah, it's massacre season. Bulldogs beware.
Yeah, I'm here for it. And currently coming in at 785k as well. Thanks for calling. Boys.
Yeah, you still trading him? You've been looking to trade him after this round.
Yeah, I was seriously considering it, but I just think I probably will hold. Like, there's no need for me to trade him per se. I've got Garrick, I've got Holmes, and I've still got Ben Turbo to upgrade to Mulatalo in a couple.
The other thing is it's always good to have that back pocket 150 plus potential scorer there. If you play it right, it's always good to have that one in the back pocket. So
The thing is that my team's looking pretty good. I've just got to make a couple of moves. Like I've got depth for fucking days over here, especially my center wing, which obviously I started stacking early, and that's paid off for me. So I'm good there. In the words of Stephen Vittori, this is what I've currently got up at the moment. Nice taste.
Easy Teddy.
Yeah, but maybe a dirty Dom may tempt me. Depends on how I am feeling on Saturday afternoon, 5:30. Okay, nice little Super Saturday we've got ourselves here as well, which I am looking forward to. Because I'm just settling in and not doing fucking too much. 5:30 on a Sat. All right, Gil, I might have to see you in the afternoon. All right, now. Gents, let's get to some questions. Obviously, work and life is just getting in the way. We will throw to this question first. If you're watching on Facebook, it is flashed up. If you're not, if you are listening at another date, we appreciate you listening. But the question is, he's trading out Tulagi, Drinkwater, and Piakora for Fafita, Tedesco, and enough center wing. If you are watching here, Vittori, what center wing nuff? Just because I'm interested.
I can actually tell you this right now. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, you slut, Vittori. You messaged me as well. Some fucking some Bronx player I saw.
Well, no, he sent me a different one. He sent me Declan Casey, Tigers center wing fullback.
Ooh. Not bad, bit of a jewel. Yeah, I think it's not bad. If you can get Tedesco and Fafita in the same week, do it.
Except you're probably missing both for round 19, so keep that in.
This is true.
That is true. Keep that in mind, baby. All right, Obi, this is a show. Keep it rolling, baby. Let's go. Next question.
Let's go.
Worth going early on pups.
That's merit, isn't it? There's a blue. Yeah, I don't mind it. If you've got big kahunas, which you don't, Sarge, I'd go it.
No, I don't like it. Just wait and watch. At least wait and watch for this week, and then you've got a fantastic 17 and a fantastic 18 to bring him in for you to play 19. So by that time, you might have changed your mind. Bergie, nice question here. He's got Edwards and Trell as his fullbacks. Is it worth holding either through the Origin period, or should he trade both? He's got 19 trades left. Well done, Bergie. That's great.
Yeah, I think with 19 trades, Bergie, with 19 trades, you've got to flick one of them, I reckon. Because he's up in the top 1,000. I think he's got to make some moves.
Oh, that's not good, bro. I'd keep them both. Probably I'd trade them away for trade fullers and stuff.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'm trying to cash out.
Because Bergie is actually holding Sag's hope in the Invitational. I believe 2 to 4, 2 to 5 ranks all on Team Bertier, baby. So Bergie has the hopes of Sags Nation on the Invitational at the moment. You're dead.
Yeah, definitely trade one Bergie. Mate, you can easily get a Sarko back there and stuff like that. It's another number for 19. Obviously, Teddy is looking good for the next 3 weeks as well. So I think you're, if I remember correctly, you're ranked pretty well. So I'd definitely be moving one of those on. And probably, now I think about it a little bit more, I'd probably move Trell on because Edwards is a much better rate of backing up, plays for the Panthers. And also, I don't mind Edwards for the run home. So that's my thoughts there. This question here, approximately 130,000 Supercoach players. Thoughts on Gilly currently paying $1.01 to finish 129,000 or below? I don't know. You obviously a new listener.
Live odds too. That's
yeah. No, it must be a new listener to the show. I'll back my boy in. He's got end of season form. I definitely see a finish around that top 70,000 somewhere there.
Mate, I will be at the end of the year. At the end of the year, I'll be number 2 on the podcast.
You will not be number 2 on the podcast. Well, Dane is here for one day, and he can already see you're done, Gil. He's
number 2, brother.
What? He's been here 5 minutes, and he can tell you're done, so.
Number two,
Poor old
G.
Sarge. He's put this comment in here. He's absolutely smarting from the weekend. He Dolphins game, I think it was Friday night. He's like, there's fucking 50 minutes left to go. All he needs is Hammer to score anytime to earn like $450. He's got a cash out option for 100. He's like, fuck boys, I'm just gonna cash it out, take the money and run.
Never cash.
It was like 30 seconds.
It
It was 30 seconds later. It was actually like 25 minutes later, but Hammer, of course, scores.
Great try.
So Sarge's question is 18 to 14 dogs this week. Don't cash that bet out early.
That was like Saggy in Origin. Like I
Right
said,
on,
for
brother.
40 minutes, Saggy's telling us in Origin, catch out, boys, catch out, boys. And
Yeah.
Saggy, we already won, bro. I was already at the bank spending the money, baby. Let's go.
I don't mind these captain options from Jason Phillips, friend of the show, good friend of the show. He's gone VC Katoa into VC Dave Fafita. He's thinking it's a weekend
Double
for the
VC?
big boys. What do you think? VC into C. What do you think of the captain and the big boys?
I think shout out to the original Oberg Cup winner 2023, Jason Phillips. And
2022.
2022. Have there been 2 winners? 2022, there have been. This is like a fucking dynasty already.
Yeah, bro.
Um,
We're a legacy Supercoach podcast right now. So.
See, I don't know about Fifi. He's just looking. I think he's looking to Origin round 19. I don't know if he's going to put his best performance this week. Dirty Dom's the way to go. If you got him, get him in.
All right, did and out. See, Charles Nickel Clockstead in. Because he's got the jewel of Jaden Campbell until round 19, and then hopefully trade CNK to Turbo. Don't know how many trades you got made. I just don't like it. I think there's much missing around, and you could easily just get Teddy in if you wanted a good fullback. So, probably just do that one. Now,
do like Jaden Campbell.
Vittori reckons that he is nearly in single figures trades. Vittori also reckons that he absolutely gave Savs from the Supercoach experience a touch up last weekend. He's bragging. We will reach out to Savs for a public comment. Back to that. And to finish it off, this is a nice little comment from Gilly's best mate. Always a pleasure, never a chore, lads. Same as you, Dano. Appreciate the interaction.
Still owes me money.
Have you got? He's so sucking up, mate. He's sucking up. Have you got anything left to leave the War Rumors with ahead of the next big buy round? Anything left?
Mate, Hopper, get a Hopper up, yeah. That's all I can say. Love you too.
Goodbye.
Does this soundtrack, does this little sound clip ever get old for anyone? Like, I love hearing it. Have a high energy show. You solve some Supercoach conundrums, and then you're actually sent out to the finish of the greatest sporting movie to ever fucking exist. Because I tell you this one thing, War Rumors, if you remember one thing only before round 16, you'll remember the day that Jaden Campbell from the Titans.
Lucky dogs up, baby.
Shout out to Nemesis.